Hello students, let us learn the fourth poem of your English textbook today. The poem is How to Tell Wild Animals. What do you mean by how to tell wild animals? How to identify wild animals? How to distinguish wild animals? This poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, is written by Caroline Wells, an American writer and poetess. She was born on 18th June 1862 and died on 26th March 1942. She is famous for her books based on mystery. This poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, is a humorous one, and the poetess recommends some dangerous ways to identify or tell wild animals. The poetess describes how easy or difficult it is to tell wild animals or it is to identify wild animals. In this poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, the poetess has explained the characteristics of various wild animals in a very funny way. In this poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, Caroline Wells has used language in a way that it generates humor. She introduces the reader to various kinds of wild animals like Asian lion, Bengal tiger, bear, leopard, crocodile, chameleon, etc., explaining each of the animal in a very humorous way. Now let us get into the poem. See the first stanza. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. In this poem, as I told you, the poetess tells the readers how they can recognize various animals in the jungles of the East. The East means the eastern part of the world, that is Asia. So, in this opening stanza, she says, if the reader has to go to the jungles of the East by chance, or the forests of Asia by chance, and if he comes across an animal whose skin is tawny or yellowish brown in color, and if the animal roars at him so strongly that he can die out of fear, it means that he has encountered or met with an Asian lion. Here the poetess has humorously explained that the Asian lion could kill a person with its roar. Now let us move on to the second stanza. Or if sometime when roaming round a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. In this second stanza, the poetess introduces another wild animal to the reader. Here she gives a very simple way to discern or distinguish the Bengal tiger. She says, while you roam or wander in the forest, if a noble or honorable wild animal with black stripes on a yellow background greets or wishes you, you should be very careful, otherwise that animal might eat you. Because that animal might look very elegant or stylish, but that will eat you before you identify that it was a Bengal tiger. Now let us look at the third stanza. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain. He will only leap and leap again. Here in this third stanza, the poetess says that if you are casually walking in a jungle, you will meet an animal who has a skin with black spots on it, as if pepper was spread on it. This animal is so fast that it will leap or jump on you at once. This jumping is an indication that it is none other than the leopard. Moreover, she adds that if you will cry out in pain, it is not going to be of any use, as it will keep on jumping on you. Even if you cry out in pain, the leopard will not stop jumping at you. It will keep on jumping at you. So, here in this stanza, the poetess has explained the characteristics of a leopard. Now let us move on to the fourth stanza. If when you are walking around your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, Be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. Here in this fourth stanza, the poetess introduces the bear to the reader. She says, if you are walking in the lawn area or the courtyard of your house and you meet a creature which hugs you tightly, it is a bear. She further adds that if you are still in doubt regarding the identity of the animal, the easiest way that he will keep hugging and touching you very gently. This act of this animal will make you sure about its identity. You will come to know that it is a bear when he gives you another tight hug. And now let us find out which animal is introduced in this fifth stanza. Though to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might nonplus. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. In this fifth stanza, the poet says, for someone who is new to the job of recognizing wild animals, it will be like a puzzle to recognize wild animals that hunt other animals for their food. It will be confusing for the novice or the beginner to recognize the beasts of prey. She says the beginners will be confused to find the difference between hyenas and crocodiles. So here the poetess tries to help the readers by explaining the difference between the hyenas and the crocodiles. She says that hyenas will be smiling, whereas if it is a crocodile, it is always in tears or it will always be crying. And she wants that both these animals are equally dangerous. And now let us move to the last stanza, the sixth stanza. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon you see. In this last stanza, the poetess talks about the chameleon, which is a small creature. It looks like a lizard, but the difference between the two is that chameleon does not have ears or wings. Moreover, she says that the chameleon has the ability to change its color according to the surface on which it is sitting. Therefore, if you see a tree and finds nothing else on it, then it must be a chameleon sitting on it. It has changed its color into the color of the tree. Here, in this entire poem, the poetess has described the wildlife vividly and in a lively manner. When we read the poem, we feel ourselves among the wild animals in the forest. She has created such an image of wildlife with words. That's all the poem. Now read the poem in your textbook, then find out the rhyme scheme of the poem and answer all the questions given under the heading Thinking About the Poem. And then send that to my WhatsApp number before 5 p.m. today. Thank you for watching.